Hey there, YouTubers. So this is a Bergen and Ball spade, which obviously is English, isn't it? Because, oh look, Sheffield, England. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's probably made in China. Certainly the gloves I bought from them are made in China, yet they're all branded to look like they're English, which is a bit naughty. And this has had a crack in the handle since my wife picked it up in the shop. She didn't notice. And this came from, I think she bought it in the shop at RHS Rosemore. And I wonder if they've done their research to wonder where these things come from. Anyway, I mean, if you've got evidence to suggest this is made in England in its entirety and not just assembled, then that would be fantastic. And I will put a note on this video to say so. But everything else we bought, which is labelled, which my wife picks up with Bergen and Ball on it, is made in China. Anyway, I'm going to try and repair this crack here in the handle, because you could probably bend that rivet back round and maybe use some wood glue, put a vise on there. But I found over the years, really good stuff to use is insulation tape, also made in China, I expect. So, I got no problem with, buying stuff from other countries. I appreciate it's cheaper and they can do a good job. But it's the politics of China that I don't like, and the slave labour, obviously. That's not a great thing, is it? We don't want to be supporting that. So as I wrap round the broken area, I'm keeping tension on the tape, and you can tell that it's taut because it goes slightly white when you pull it. And we're going to go over this quite a bit, keeping the tension on every time we wrap and stick. And then at some point we'll switch up and go on the actual handle itself, like that. You don't have to have the tension on every layer if it's tricky to do, but it's good to get some on the uppermost layers at least to bind it all together. I expect we could have sent this back under warranty, but by the time we paid for all the postage and all that business and all the delivery vans driving around, and obviously this would have to be disposed of, it probably wouldn't be repaired, it would just be replaced. So rather than waste, I thought I'd just quickly fix it. Hold that between my legs and do it that way. There you go. So I got the end of the spade braced between my legs now, so it's not wiggling around. And I'm really going to get some good tension on the tape for this top layer. I don't pull too hard, obviously, it will snap. So you may think that using plastic is probably not a good move because of, we're all drowning in plastic at the moment. But I think in some cases, particularly if you're saving the carbon emissions from a replacement item, it's okay to use a little bit of it. And I should imagine the carbon footprint of using a little bit of tape like this is quite low compared to the replacement item. So there you go. I'm not going to do the other side. That looks like it's coming apart a bit, but it's probably because the spade was being used with this side broken, and so it was loosened this side up, and that feels very solid now. And that repair will probably last for years, I should think, and this stuff just doesn't, it's designed to last, and this tape, so there's kilometers and kilometers of this incorporated in wiring around the world, and much of it very old, so that should last a good old while. And okay, so it looks a bit ugly, but I actually prefer using something I've repaired. It sort of makes it, you know, feel like it's a bit more unique or something. And give that, I'm really trying to move that as hard as I can, and that is no movement in that at all. So there you go. Hopefully that will give a few more years service. But if you're, when you're buying stuff which looks English or is branded to look English, just be a bit careful, because most of it isn't, and you're probably paying English labour prices for something which is actually made in China. So there you go. Hope you found that useful.